The movie starts with a family of four: father Kim Ki-tae, mother Chung-suk, daughter Ki-young, and son Ki-woo. They live in a small basement apartment and struggle to survive due to their poor financial condition. They fold pizza boxes to make ends meet, but this job is not enough to cover their household expenses. One day, Ki-woo's university friend visits their home and gives Ki-woo a stone, saying it is a gift from his grandfather. This special stone is believed to bring wealth and good fortune to its owner. Ki-woo tells his friend about his family's financial struggles. His friend mentions that he is going abroad to study and suggests that Ki-woo take over his job as an English tutor for a wealthy family's daughter. Ki-woo hesitates, saying he will not be hired without a college degree. His friend replies, "I'll write a recommendation for you. Just get your sister to create a fake degree." Ki-woo's sister, a talented graphic designer, forges a university degree for him. Ki-woo then goes to the Park family's large and beautiful house for the tutoring interview, introducing himself as Kevin. The aristocratic Park family also consists of four members: the husband Park Dong-ik, the wife Yun-kyo, their son Da-song, and their daughter Da-hae, who will be a student. The family also has a longtime housekeeper. He impresses both Da-hae and her mother during the interview. Satisfied with his demonstration, Mrs. Yun-kyo hires him. Ki-woo then learns that her younger son, Da-song, is very fond of painting. They have hired many art teachers for him, but none have lasted long. Ki-woo sees an opportunity for his artistic sister and suggests her as an art teacher. He tells Da-song's mother that he knows a talented art student and recommends her for the position. Yun-kyo agrees, and Ki-woo introduces his sister as Jessica. They use fake names to hide their family connection. Ki-young, who is introduced as Jessica, becomes the boys' art teacher. She impresses the family and even claims to be an art therapist. Now, both brother and sister are employed as tutors for the Park children. After Ki-young's first class, the owner of the house, Mr. Park, arrives. He asks his driver to take Ki-young home, and the driver does as instructed because it is late. Ki-young asks the driver to drop her off at the metro station, which he does. While in the car, Ki-young executes a plan to frame the driver by dropping her panties in the car. Mr. Park falls for the trick and suspects that his driver is having an affair with his son's art teacher. He shares his suspicion with his wife, calls the driver a scumbag, and tells her to fire him using some lame excuse. Mrs. Yun-kyo later questions Ki-young about the night she was dropped off. Ki-young innocently replies that she was dropped off at the metro station. Mrs. Yun-kyo is satisfied with her answer. Soon after, they fire their driver. Ki-young's plan is to get her father hired for the position. She then recommends an experienced driver she knows, who is actually her father. She introduces him as Mr. Kim, and he gets the job. Now, three members of the family are working for the Park family. They all pretend to be strangers so their employers do not suspect they are related. Meanwhile, Ki-woo and Da-hae begin to develop feelings for each other during their tutoring sessions. Now, Ki-woo and Ki-young want to get their mother a job in the house as well. To do this, they need to get the current housekeeper fired, which will not be easy. So, they come up with a plan involving the housekeeper's allergy to peach fuzz. Ki-woo secretly sprinkles peach fuzz on her, triggering a severe allergic reaction, and she is taken to the hospital. Ki-woo's father, Kim Ki-tae, happens to be there at the same time. He takes a selfie that also captures the housekeeper in the background. Later, he mentions seeing the housekeeper at the hospital. He shows the photo and falsely claims to have overheard that she has tuberculosis. Mrs. Yun-kyo does not believe him at first. He then texts Ki-young, telling her they will be home in 3 minutes. Upon receiving the message, Ki-young again sprinkles peach fuzz on the housekeeper. The housekeeper starts coughing violently just as Mrs. Yun-kyo arrives. She throws a used tissue into the dustbin. The driver goes to the dustbin where the tissue was thrown. He puts hot sauce on the tissue and shows it to Mrs. Park as proof of blood. This convinces Mrs. Park that the driver was telling the truth about the housekeeper having tuberculosis. She then asks the driver not to mention this to her husband, as he would be upset. Soon after, they fire the housekeeper. The driver seizes the opportunity to recommend his wife as the new cook, and she is hired. Now, all four members of the Kim family are employed by the Park family, with their true identities remaining a secret. They are living a life of deception, using fake names. Their financial situation drastically improves. They now have a steady income and consistent meals. The Parks decide to go on a camping trip to celebrate their son's birthday. After the Parks leave, the Kim family enjoys the luxurious house, having a party of their own. Suddenly, the doorbell rings. It is the former housekeeper. She claims she left something in the basement and needs to retrieve it. Chung-suk lets her in, and the woman heads straight for the basement. After a considerable amount of time, the woman has not returned, so Chung-suk goes to check on her. She finds the former housekeeper struggling to move a heavy cupboard. Chung-suk helps her move it, revealing a hidden entrance. There is a secret bunker underneath the house. The former housekeeper goes down, and Chung-suk discovers a man living there, the woman's husband. She has been hiding him in the bunker for the past 4 years, unbeknownst to the Park family. The previous owners of the house were also unaware of his presence. The former housekeeper knows about the secret bunker because she worked for the original architect of the house. She has been hiding her husband from loan sharks. The woman begs Chung-suk to keep her husband's presence a secret and to bring him food occasionally. She offers to pay her in return, but Chung-suk refuses and threatens to call the police. As the woman pleads, Chung-suk's husband Ki-taek, son Ki-woo, and daughter Ki-young, who have been eavesdropping, trip and fall down the stairs. They all tumble into view. Realizing the deception, the former housekeeper records a video of them, capturing their true identities. It becomes clear that they are a family who conned their way into these jobs. She threatens to send the video to Mrs. Yeon-kyo, but Chung-suk begs her not to. The woman brings her husband upstairs and orders the Kim family to line up with their hands raised. As they stand there, she records another video of them and the remnants of their party. A fight breaks out and the family manages to get the phone and delete the video. In the middle of the struggle, the phone rings. Chung-suk answers. It is Mrs. Yeon-kyo. She informs her that their camping trip has been cancelled due to heavy rain and that they will be home in 8 minutes. She asks her to prepare some food. They now have only 8 minutes to clean the house. During the call, they manage to restrain the couple. After the call, they tie up the couple and lock them in the bunker, then frantically start cleaning the house. The Park family returns exactly 8 minutes later. The house is spotless and the Parks have no idea what has just transpired. The Kims are now hiding in the house. While eating, Mrs. Park tells Chung-suk that her son once saw a ghost in the house on his birthday. What he actually saw was the housekeeper's husband coming up from the bunker for food. Due to the rain, Desong insists on camping in the backyard. Mr. and Mrs. Park decide to sleep in the living room to keep an eye on him. As they lie on the sofa and talk, Ki-woo, Ki-young, and Ki-taek are hiding underneath it. Mr. Park complains to his wife about his driver's unpleasant smell. The Kims overhear the entire conversation and feel deeply insulted. Desong notices that his tutor, the driver, and the housekeeper all share the same smell, which comes from their semi-basement home rather than their bodies. After the Park family falls asleep, the Kims return home only to find their apartment flooded by heavy rain, forcing them to spend the night in a public shelter. The next day, Mrs. Park calls Ki-young to help prepare for Desong's birthday party and also invites Ki-woo. While riding in the car, Mrs. Park reacts instinctively to the driver's smell, deeply offending him. At the party, Ki-woo reflects on whether he truly belongs in the wealthy world around him and fears that the secret basement couple could expose his family. Determined to protect their positions, he takes the scholar's stone and goes down to the basement, unaware that the former housekeeper has already died. There, the hidden husband escapes and violently attacks Ki-woo, raising the stone to strike him. The housekeeper's husband escapes from the basement, where his wife has already died after Ki-taek's wife accidentally kicked her down the stairs during the struggle the night before. He attacks Ki-woo, striking him twice in the head with the scholar's stone and leaving him severely injured. He then runs into the birthday party, where he recognizes Ki-young holding a cake for Desong and stabs her in the chest with a kitchen knife. Ki-taek rushes to his daughter, desperately trying to stop the bleeding, but the wound is fatal. Chung-suk intervenes and, after a violent struggle, kills the housekeeper's husband with a barbecue skewer. Meanwhile, Desong collapses from shock, and Mr. Park demands his car keys to rush his son to the hospital. The keys are beneath the dead man's body, and as Mr. Park retrieves them, he recoils in disgust at the man's smell. Witnessing this reaction while his daughter is dying, Ki-taek is overwhelmed by rage and humiliation. He grabs the knife and fatally stabs Mr. Park. Ki-taek finally understands the deep contempt the wealthy hold for the poor, which drives him to attack Mr. Park. In the chaos that follows, Ki-taek disappears. Ki-young dies from her injuries, while Ki-woo survives, but suffers severe head trauma and memory loss. Chung-suk and Ki-woo are convicted of fraud and conspiracy, but they receive probation and are released. The Park family's house is sold to a German family, unaware of its dark history. It is revealed that Ki-taek is hiding in the secret bunker, having escaped there after killing Mr. Park. No one knows he is alive. He communicates with his son by flickering the house's lights in Morse code. Ki-woo, observing the house from a distance with binoculars, deciphers the signals and learns his father is alive but still in hiding. Ki-taek expresses deep regret for his actions, and Ki-woo writes back, promising that he will one day earn enough money to buy the house and reunite with his father. The film ends with a dreamlike fantasy. Ki-woo imagining himself buying the house and seeing his father emerge from the bunker as a free man. But this reunion is only a vision. The reality of the story remains unresolved.